Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of Sea Shepherd, the marine conservation organization that's making waves around the globe. Our planet's oceans, vast and mysterious, cover more than 70% of its surface. They are the cradle of life, a realm of breathtaking biodiversity and a critical regulator of our global climate. From the smallest plankton, the very foundation of the marine food web, to the colossal whales that roam the abyssal depths, these waters teem with an astonishing array of creatures, each playing its part in a complex, interconnected ecosystem that has evolved over millennia. Yet this magnificent underwater world, so vital to our own survival, faces unprecedented threats. The relentless pressure of human activity, overfishing that depletes ancient stocks, pollution that chokes delicate habitats, and the insidious spread of illegal poaching operations casts a long shadow over its future. In the face of such challenges, a resolute few have chosen to stand as sentinels. Sea Shepherd is one such organization, a name that has become synonymous with unwavering dedication and a bold, often controversial approach to marine conservation, a testament to the human spirit's capacity for passionate defense of the natural world. In this exploration, we shall journey through the history of Sea Shepherd, from its audacious beginnings, born from a singular vision, to its present-day operations across the world's oceans. We will look closely at their direct action tactics, the very methods that have brought them both acclaim and criticism. We'll highlight some of their most significant campaigns, such as the desperate fight to save the Vaquita porpoise, and examine the remarkable fleet of vessels that serve as their mobile fortresses on the high seas. Join us as we delve into the story of these guardians of the ocean, individuals who venture where few dare to protect the life that calls the boundless blue home. The story of Sea Shepherd begins with one individual, Captain Paul Watson. His early experiences as an environmental activist, including co-founding Greenpeace, immersed him in the urgent realities of ecological destruction. He witnessed firsthand the brutal slaughter of whales and seals, and these encounters forged within him a profound conviction that more direct, assertive methods were necessary to confront such atrocities. By 1977, Watson's path diverged from Greenpeace, driven by a belief that a more interventionist stance was not just an option, but a moral imperative to protect marine wildlife where international laws and agreements were failing or being blatantly ignored. This was the year Sea Shepherd Conservation Society was born, a new standard raised for the defense of ocean life. Watson's philosophy was rooted in the concept of aggressive non-violence. He envisioned an organization that would not merely bear witness to environmental crimes, but would actively intervene to stop them. This was a departure from traditional protest. It was about physically placing themselves between the hunter and the hunted, using their vessels as shields and their presence as a deterrent. He believed that the creatures of the sea, unable to speak for themselves or defend against industrialized exploitation, needed dedicated human advocates willing to take significant risks. This core belief that direct action was justified by the dire circumstances became the bedrock upon which Sea Shepherd was built, attracting individuals who shared this passionate commitment to tangible results. The nascent days of Sea Shepherd were fraught with immense challenges. Resources were scarce, and the task before them was monumental, pitting a small, determined group against powerful, well-funded industries and, at times, indifferent or hostile governments. Their first vessel, the Sea Shepherd, was acquired and outfitted for the daunting missions ahead. Skepticism abounded, yet an unwavering commitment to their cause fueled their initial voyages. They sailed into the fray, confronting whalers and sealers, driven by the profound understanding that the vast, often lawless expanse of the ocean required a vigilant and unyielding protective presence if its most vulnerable inhabitants were to survive the onslaught. Sea Shepherd's modus operandi is defined by what they term direct action. This is not passive observation or polite petitioning from a safe distance. It is the deliberate physical intervention to halt activities deemed harmful to marine ecosystems and their inhabitants. This often means navigating into perilous situations, placing their ships and their crews in the direct path of those they seek to stop. The tactics employed are varied and have evolved over decades, but the underlying principle remains constant: to disrupt, deter, and ultimately disable illegal operations that threaten marine life. often in remote and inhospitable waters where legal enforcement is sparse or entirely absent. The courage required for such endeavors cannot be overstated. Their confrontations with illegal whaling fleets, particularly in the Southern Ocean Whale Sanctuary, have become legendary. These high-stakes encounters involve intricate maneuvers, with Sea Shepherd vessels positioning themselves to block harpoon ships or attempting to foul propellers of factory whaling ships with ropes. They have documented illegal activities, providing evidence to the world, and have used tactics like deploying prop foolers or launching butyric acid, a harmless but foul-smelling substance, onto the decks of whaling vessels to disrupt their operations. Similarly, they intercept and confiscate illegal fishing gear like drift nets, often miles long, and long lines, which indiscriminately kill countless marine creatures, including dolphins, turtles, and seabirds, as bycatch. Such confrontational methods have, unsurprisingly, drawn considerable controversy and criticism. Opponents have labeled them as eco-terrorists or pirates, and they have faced legal challenges in several countries. Sea Shepherd, however, steadfastly defends its actions, arguing that they operate within the bounds of international maritime law and the United Nations World Charter for Nature, which calls on individuals to safeguard and conserve nature. They maintain that their interventions are a necessary response to the egregious and often unpunished crimes committed against marine wildlife, a last line of defense when official channels fail to provide adequate protection. The moral conviction that they are upholding a higher law, the law of ecological necessity, fuels their persistence in the face of such adversity. In the upper reaches of the Gulf of California, a unique and precious marine mammal faces imminent extinction, the vaquita porpoise. This diminutive creature, the world's smallest cetacean, is found nowhere else on Earth. Its numbers have plummeted catastrophically in recent decades, primarily due to entanglement in illegal gill nets set for another endangered species, the totoaba fish. The swim bladder of the totoaba is highly prized in some markets, fetching exorbitant prices and driving a relentless illicit fishery that has inadvertently become a death sentence for the vaquita. The situation is dire, a stark example of how human greed can push a species to the very brink. In response to this crisis, Sea Shepherd launched Operation Milagro Miracle in Spanish. This ongoing campaign represents a critical effort to provide a lifeline for the vaquita. Sea Shepherd vessels patrol the vaquita refuge, a designated protected area, using sophisticated technology including acoustic monitoring and radar to detect the presence of illegal fishing activities. Their primary role is the painstaking and often dangerous task of locating and removing the deadly gill nets from the water. Each net removed is a potential life saved, not just for the vaquita, but for other marine animals also ensnared. The crews work tirelessly, often under challenging conditions, navigating shallow waters and sometimes facing hostility from poachers. Operation Milagro is not undertaken in isolation. Sea Shepherd collaborates with Mexican authorities, including the Navy, and scientific institutions, sharing data and coordinating efforts to protect this critically endangered porpoise. Despite these intensive efforts, the vaquita's population remains perilously low, a testament to the immense difficulty of combating well-entrenched illegal fishing networks. Yet, the commitment remains. The presence of Sea Shepherd in the Gulf of California brings a measure of deterrence and provides a glimmer of hope that even at this 11th hour, the panda of the sea might yet be saved from vanishing forever. It is a campaign that underscores the sheer tenacity required in the face of overwhelming odds. The heart of Sea Shepherd's operational capability lies in its fleet of dedicated vessels. These are not mere transport. They are the platforms from which campaigns are launched, the homes for their volunteer crews during long months at sea, and the very tools with which they confront those who would harm the oceans. Over the years, the Sea Shepherd fleet has grown and evolved, with each ship often having a unique history and purpose, reflecting the expanding scope of their conservation missions. From nimble patrol boats to robust ice-strengthened ships, this varied armada is crucial for navigating diverse marine environments and effectively intervening against a range of threats. These ships are, in essence, mobile bastions of marine protection. Among the most renowned vessels in their fleet is the MV Steve Irwin. Named in honor of the passionate Australian conservationist, this flagship has a long and storied history, with Sea Shepherd spearheading numerous campaigns. most notably in the harsh and unforgiving conditions of the Southern Ocean. The Steve Irwin has been at the forefront of efforts to combat illegal whaling, enduring treacherous seas and direct confrontations. Its presence alone has often been a significant deterrent, a symbol of unwavering resolve. The ship itself, a former Scottish Fisheries Patrol vessel, was refitted and strengthened to withstand the demanding Antarctic environment and the challenges posed by whaling fleets. Another cornerstone of the fleet is the MV Bob Barker, a vessel whose acquisition was made possible by a generous donation from the eponymous American television host and animal rights advocate. This powerful ice-class ship significantly enhanced Sea Shepherd's capacity, particularly for long-range Antarctic campaigns. Like the Steve Irwin, the Bob Barker has been instrumental in disrupting illegal whaling operations and has participated in numerous other missions worldwide. Beyond these, the fleet includes other vital assets, such as the Ocean Warrior, a custom-built high-speed patrol vessel, and smaller, faster interceptors, each playing a specific role in the multifaceted strategy of defending marine wildlife across the globe's troubled waters. The impact of Sea Shepherd's campaigns has resonated far beyond the immediate areas of their interventions. Their long and arduous crusades in the Southern Ocean whale sanctuary, spanning over a decade, brought the issue of Japanese whaling to global prominence. Through relentless pursuit and documentation, they exposed the reality of so-called scientific whaling and significantly disrupted these operations, arguably contributing to the eventual rulings by international courts against such practices. These Antarctic campaigns showcased their determination to operate in some of the planet's most remote and hostile environments, directly challenging powerful state-sponsored activities in the name of conservation. Beyond the icy southern latitudes, Sea Shepherd has established a significant presence in the Mediterranean Sea. Here their focus has been on combating illegal, unreported and unregulated IUU fishing, particularly the devastating use of drift nets, which were banned by the United Nations but continue to plague these waters. They have worked to protect vulnerable species like the bluefin tuna, a fish driven to the edge of commercial extinction by overfishing. Patrolling these historic waters, often in cooperation with local authorities, Sea Shepherd vessels have confiscated miles of illegal nets and documented illicit activities, bringing a much-needed enforcement presence to a region struggling to manage its marine resources sustainably. Their protective reach extends to other critical ecosystems, such as the Galapagos Islands, a UNESCO World Heritage Site renowned for its unique biodiversity. Here, Sea Shepherd has partnered with the Galapagos National Park Directorate to combat poaching and illegal fishing within the marine reserve, providing patrol vessels and resources to safeguard iconic species like sharks, sea lions and marine iguanas. Campaigns have also been undertaken in West Africa, targeting IUU fishing that deprives local communities of their livelihoods and decimates fish populations. The global impact is thus multifaceted: direct protection of wildlife, raising international awareness of marine crimes, inspiring citizen action, and consistently pushing for stronger enforcement of conservation laws across the planet's oceans. In a world where the delicate balance of our marine ecosystems is increasingly threatened, the unwavering commitment of organizations like Sea Shepherd serves as a powerful reminder of what can be achieved through direct, passionate action. The dedication of their international crews, volunteers from all walks of life who brave harsh conditions and significant personal risk, underscores a profound love for the ocean and its inhabitants. They stand as a testament to the idea that individuals united by a common purpose can indeed make a tangible difference in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, becoming true guardians of the blue. However, the fight for the health of our oceans is far from over. It is a continuous voyage that demands a collective global effort. The fate of the vaquita, the future of whale populations, the integrity of ancient coral reefs, these are not isolated concerns, but are intrinsically linked to the well-being of our entire planet and indeed our own species. The responsibility to protect these vital realms extends beyond any single organization. It rests with each of us through the choices we make, the awareness we cultivate, and the support we offer to those on the front lines of conservation. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about Sea Shepherd, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating facts about our planet's incredible wildlife. By understanding the challenges and celebrating the champions of conservation, we can all contribute to a future where the wonders of the deep continue to inspire awe and sustain life for generations to come. The ocean's story is our story, and its protection is our shared legacy.